pubsportsradio.com.
Hey guys, Donnie here, and it's time for your Pub Sports Radio play of the day for Wednesday. Yesterday, we knew Dayton would win. Why didn't we just take Dayton yesterday, -2.5? Oh well, we took the team total, had a nice start to the first half, but then some good defense there between VCU and Dayton doomed us as we didn't get over the 72.5 and only got in the mid-60s. Keep in mind, the only time that Dayton scored in the 60s this season was yesterday. But now we take a look and we flip it over. We're going to head to the A-10 Conference. And today, we're going to grind on an underdog in Atlantic 10 play. George Washington Colonials 11-14 on the season versus the Duquesne Dukes at 18-6. If we look at conference play between these two, George Washington comes in 5-7 overall in A-10 play. If we take a look at Duquesne, they're 8-4. Now, let's get into the numbers and why this game makes sense, and I think we're going to find some value on this game. As we just said, 5-7 in conference for George Washington, but some key information and some injury information plays into that. 3 straight losses without Armel Potter, and 3 straight losses to some pretty good basketball teams, Richmond, St. Bonaventure, and Rhode Island. If you take those 3 games away, which your best player didn't play, they're actually 5-4 in conference play, as Potter came back in the last game to take on George Mason in a 73-67 game. So all hands on deck for George Washington. Look, Duquesne's a pretty good team. You know, Keith Ambrot preaches the three-point shot, and when the three-point shot goes down, that is a really good basketball team. Obviously, Marcus Weathers, Sincere Carey, 2 really good players. But when we take a look overall, and the reason I like George Washington getting to 10 points, if we take a look at conference play when Armel Potter plays for George Washington versus St. Bonaventure early in the season, the first game in A-10 play for them, that was a 5-point loss. They lost to St. Louis by 5 points. They lost to Duquesne, who they're going to play tonight, by 5 points. Picked up back-to-back wins, went to play Fordham, which is a bad loss, but again, lost by 5 points. Back-to-back victories versus St. Joseph's and Davidson. Then the 3-game losing streak in conference play without Armel Potter. Then he steps back on the court and they beat George Mason 73-67. Finding some underlying value on the best player out, now back in. We're going to play our Pub Sports Radio play of the day for Wednesday. We're going to go on the road and we're going to take the dog tonight, with the George Washington Colonials getting the 10 points from the Duquesne Dukes. This game is going to be played tonight at PP&G in Pittsburgh. So, big arena here. Maybe we get some play out of George Washington. Maybe you don't get that little feedback from Duquesne, used to being in their own gym, which is actually being renovated at this time, stepping up on a bigger level. I'm going to take the underdog. We're going to get that W tonight. So, we are going to go George Washington Colonials +10 for your Pub Sports Radio play of the day. I'm Donnie Seymour for Pub Sports Radio. Good luck on your wager tonight.